Avatar Meher Baba says, be happy, don't worry. I love you more than you can ever love yourself.
Baba, tell me who you are.
I am God in human form. My experience of Godhood is continuous, without a break. But those who call themselves God incarnate and say that they have experience of God realization, they are hypocrites. Better than they are better than them are those who have not realized God, and they don't say that they are God. It's wrong, Baba says. The thing is, those who say that they are God and have no experience of Godhood, better than them are those who do not say that they are realized and have no experience. Now, in India, sannyasis, now in India, since ages, there are those who have been used to drugs. They are drug addicts. They are the ones who take ganja. Then they take charas and bhang. And they feel uplifted when they take these drugs, and they see colors and signs, and they feel through their hallucination that they have reached the goal. And that false experience is also not continuous. There's a break in their experience, and that is the reason why it is not real, Baba says. Those who take ganja and drugs, they get uplifted through the drugs, and then in the end they go crazy, mad.
How can one find himself and therefore can find God?
The aim of life is to love God, and the goal of life is to become one with God, and to realize God, one must have love. One must love. Two kinds of love. There are two kinds of love. One love is love, the worldly love. One loves his wife, his children, the world. It's mine, it's thine. The other love is divine love. And that can be had by complete renunciation of the whole world. That divine love can be had through complete renunciation of the world. That does not mean that you leave your family, children, and your worldly responsibility. That does not mean that. Mental renunciation is of importance, and that can be had by the grace of the perfect Master. Is it clear to you? There are three kinds of convictions. The first kind is, it is called the intellectual conviction, conviction of the intellect, through intellect. intellectual conviction. What does that mean? That means that through a definite understanding, through reading, that God exists. Second type of conviction is through sight. And once who is on the path, who goes on the path and sees God, that God exists everywhere, he sees God in everything and everywhere. That conviction through sight is greater than conviction through intellect. Now the third type of conviction is through becoming one with God. And that is the real conviction and realization of God. It is very lightly said about God realization. It is very lightly said and spoken of God realization. One who really has realized God, he knows that he alone is. His knowledge is infinite. It is not through the mind. It is knowing through knowledge himself, his infinite knowledge. He has then the experience of infinite bliss. And then this gives him infinite power. So, unless one becomes one with God, it is not God realization. Now we come to those persons who have experiences through drugs. They feel that they have realized God because they get certain experiences. But that the only fact that they have, that their experience is not continuous. The only thing that the guideline Baba says is that their experience is not continuous. Even though that is hallucination, even that is not continuous, and that is the sign that it is not true experience. It is harmful physically, mentally, spiritually. Such experiences, Baba says, are harmful physically, mentally and spiritually. And when I break my silence, I say that the world will come to know what God is. God is because you are. You are because God is. But that experience 1 in a million can have.
And look at the people, please.
आज तुमने क्या हुआ तो क्या हो?
Look at me.
Peter? आज there are people there who are passing by. They are the villagers. तुम्हें शुरू करते हुए. Louis, should Baba say the thing that he wants to say to just a minute? या पुढे चला म्हणतात.
I would like that you address with a final message to them. And allow me to ask you, do you think that the experience of looking at film, that is also a form of meditation? That all the experiences by seeing every aspect of the whole life.
Baba will tell you about it.
Exactly.
One important point is Baba says this is the 43rd year of his silence. It's a continuous silence without any break. Almost every year, I tell my followers, the next year I will break my silence. And yet I continue to be silent. Now I tell you about a doctor. There is a surgeon, a very famous doctor. He knows that you as a patient will take some time, a month say, to get cured. But when he sees you, he wants to comfort you. He wants to give you a lift. And he tells you that don't be nervous, after 7 days you will be all right. Then he again sees him the next day. The patient says, well, doctor, I'm feeling very bad. The doctor says, don't worry, I tell you, in 7 days you will be all right. At the same time, the doctor knows that he won't be cured before a month. And when the time comes, the patient gets well. So I tell my devotees and the world that I'll be speaking next year, say, or sometime after next year. And yet I continue my silence. But now, positively, I'm going to break my silence very soon. Because the patients are getting towards cure. And the patients are also getting impatient for the cure. And about the film world, those who see the film, it is both a magnificent as show, as scope to make people know. Yes, Baba says this film world has a magnificent scope to tell the world about things that they should know. And by seeing good films, those who see the film, they forget themselves, they put their heart and mind into the show and forget their worries and the world. Baba says that the most important thing for one is to forget oneself and realize God. You follow? I speak eternally. The voice that is heard deep within the soul is my voice, the voice of inspiration, of intuition, of guidance. Through those who are receptive to this voice, I speak. My outward silence is not a spiritual exercise. It has been undertaken and maintained solely for the good of the world. God has been everlastingly working in silence, unobserved, unheard, except by those who experience His infinite silence. Be happy, don't worry. I love you more than you can ever love yourself.
Here he is with the leapers. That's also out of the film.
We can call it now.
I make a nice little booklet with it.
Yeah.
Now these photographs will go in a little tiny booklet,
Yeah.
which we put in the cassette.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
wonderful.
And then also these photographs. And I hope here you are 30 years ago. Look.
And about
You
what
have not
you-
changed.
Well, I'm so happy to have you here, Louis Van Gasteren, and your wife, Yoke. Your presence here today brings back to me the memory of the past years. Do you all realize that 30 years have passed by? You were here in 1967 to film Meher Baba, Avatar Meher Baba. And of course, we had heard the name that you want to come and film Avatar Meher Baba. And Baba was in great seclusion at that time. He never wanted to see anybody. He had passed a circle all around the world, not even to pay a visit, even for any work, however important it may be, not to disturb him in the least. And he sent out a recent circular at that time that he extends his seclusion and wouldn't want to see anybody. And yet we were surprised that he allowed you to come. Why did he do that? And we were, well, I said, what's the matter? Who is this man that Baba wants to make an exception? That's his wish. Who can question the ancient one for it? The nearest and dearest ones were not allowed to see. And here is a man coming from far away in the world, you see. And he allows him to come. Okay. What is he trying to do? He wants Meher Baba to be filmed. And he films. And we did not know what it was all about. And after you went back, Louis, Baba started telling us about you, how he loved you. What a great artist you are. And how, through the film world, you will allow his message to spread far and wide. And we said, okay, whatever you say is may come to pass. Because we did not know what's going to happen. We kept quiet. Years passed by. Now and again he referred to you, Louis Van Gasteren. And we still remembered you. But what a surprise it was, Louis, when after 30 years you dropped in here. What a surprise. And with your wife, and with the film that you had taken at that time. I said, oh. And when you showed us the film the other day, past memories came back to our mind. What beautiful, how beautifully you portrayed him. How we looked on those days. What a great message he has given. What a great message for posterity. I have no idea. How can I thank you enough for it, Louis? I don't know. But you have done a great work. May you remain blessed. What may I tell you? How it thrilled my heart and what a joy it gave to all those who witnessed the film the other day. With the sound of the message of his interpretation of the gesture. What a lasting message he has given. on his silence, on drugs, on poverty, on being one with all in the world, as being the ancient one. What a message, what a message. And I can never thank you enough, brother. All that I can say is, I'm very happy to have you here back after 30 years.
Nice tissue, eh?
Attends. Wow, oui. Ready?
Avtar Meher Baba ki jai.